Everyone, I am Janvi Pavar. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you guys are new over here, then welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to talk about how you can learn many words in just one day. So I'm gonna give you guys 3 steps, first step, second step, and third step. That's all you gotta do, and you can memorize many words, obviously. But before those steps, I have a question for y'all. The question is, if you guys are learning words just to improve your communication, there is going to be another method to learn those words. But if you guys are learning words just for an exam, a competitive exam, for example, or any sort of exam, then that has a different method. But now the thing is, when you're learning words to communicate, to make your English sound more fluent, so you have to learn words through context, because you also have to use those words in different contexts. So what you're going to do, the first tip is that make sure you're learning words through context. Now, what kind of context? So if you want to become a fluent speaker, so you're going to have to listen to a native speaker or somebody who speaks in extremely good English. So you can start watching movies, or you can start listening to podcasts. Basically anything, you gotta listen to people who has extremely good English so that you can come across many different words in different situations. Why? So that you can use the same words in the same sort of scenarios or in same situations. So that's the first tip, just for people who want to improve their English to become a fluent speaker of English. Now, the next part is, if you guys are learning English for competitive exams, so obviously you have got like 500 words, 500 words, and then you just gotta memorize them, cram them, and then after 3 days you're like, oh, I've forgotten. And even for people who just want to improve their English, this happens the same with you. You can learn 100 different words per day, but after 3 days you're gonna forget those words. So what can you do? So here are those 3 steps for both these situations. The first step is memorize. Now, for people who are preparing for competitive exams, memorize, as much as you can. So for example, take 20 words, you look at a bilingual dictionary, anything basically. I'm not going to recommend translation. I never recommend that. But yes, a bilingual sort of thing. So from advanced English to basic English. So after memorizing those 20 words, so first step is what? Memorizing and repetition. How does anything fit in our mind? It's by repetition. It's by memorizing. So after memorizing, once you start repeating things, that's how they fit in our mind. We actually forget to repeat things. So with memorization comes repetition. You have to repeat 20 different words, and you're repeating them over and over in the back of your mind. Anytime, whenever you get time, you have to keep repeating them, not in front of people, but in the back of your mind, you're good to go. So it goes both ways. Next tip is, after memorization, make sure to visualize those words. Now, what is visualize? Visualize is when you close your eyes and when you imagine something, when you think about something, that is visualize. So how can you visualize with new words, with different words? So for example, if you learn to word. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to visualize that word in a situation. You already know the meaning of that word. Let's take the word ameliorate. Ameliorate means to improve. Now, instead of just cramming it, okay, it means to improve. Ameliorate, improve. This is how we cram. Instead of that, what you can do, you can start visualizing that word. Okay, so I need to ameliorate my handwriting. I also need to ameliorate my productiveness. Basically anything. Just visualize that once and start relating to that word. Basically, relate that word to something in your life. For example, if you want to improve your handwriting, so you relate to that. Okay, so from today onwards, I don't want to improve my handwriting. I want to ameliorate my handwriting. So that's how you visualize words. It's only going to take like 5 to 6 seconds for each word. So start visualizing. After visualizing, the last thing is apply. You have to start applying those words. You can visualize, you can repeat, you can memorize, you can do anything, but if you're not going to apply those words, you can never remember them. So make sure to apply those words. Basically, in your daily life, in the back of your mind, keep repeating those, but at the same time, start writing those words. Start writing those words in different sentences, With visualization, when you related those words with your own personal life. So in applying, what you're going to do, you're going to talk to anybody. It can be yourself, but out loud, not just in the back of your mind, out loud. So repeat those words, and not like this: ameliorate, improve, ameliorate, improve. Okay, next one, not like this. Okay, like this. I need to ameliorate my handwriting. Hey mom, I'm thinking to ameliorate my handwriting. So that's how you apply. And whenever you find a situation to apply those words, apply them. Before sleeping, before going to bed, just start writing something, you know, what did I do today? So today I started learning vocabulary, and then I realized, okay, so this is my time to ameliorate my handwriting. So start writing, start applying those words. Then the next day, again, use the words that you learned that day, and then use the words that you learned the previous day. Not all of those, but few of those. And then after a week, revise all of the words that you learned. Make sure to keep a diary handy so that you can write down all of those words. And if you have a book, you're good to go. So this is how you memorize words. You do not have to, you know, do a lot of things. Okay, root words, this word, collocations, everything. Nothing at all. All you need to do is follow these 3 steps and you're amazing. Another thing, I have all of my courses out now on my website, which is www.janvipavar.com. The link for which is in the description box below. And as for me, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone. Stay safe.